Greetings, everyone. Corey here, and welcome back to another episode of Midnight Reviews. Excuse me. Getting over being sick again. Tonight, I did a double feature, so two videos up tonight. First one up is actually the second video I watched, just because I'm probably going to talk about the first, how to say video, first movie, um, a bit more than I'll be going to be talking about Mortal Engines, which that's the first one I'm going to be talking about tonight. And it was the second one I saw today, which kind of I probably should have saw it first and then see my other movie second, but I was too excited for the other movie, so Mortal Engines became the second movie to watch. And from the trailers, like when it first came out, like I think up until this last month or so, since November, they really have only been showing like these giant moving cities and settlements and stuff like that, and it just looks epic, which I mean, it makes sense because yeah, it's Peter Jackson's behind it, and it just feels this giant sets. I mean, I kind of wish it was a video game a lot, because that would be pretty cool if you have your own like a little caravan and you build it up and get bigger and bigger. Kind of like there was like an online game that you ate little like bacteria or little dots and you got bigger and bigger. Argario, something like that. Um, but yeah, like it was like I said, I saw it second. I think that kind of diminished some of the wow factor. Plus, I only saw it in the regular movie format. It wasn't in IMAX, which probably should have, but it was too late of a showing. And I mean, because I think it would have looked really cool in IMAX for sure. But overall, I mean, it still looked really cool. Some of the scenes, everything just was pretty cool. It was a good movie, good solid movie. The visuals were pretty amazing. The story was pretty good. It wasn't, it was a typical kind of, teenager, early 20 something year olds, you know, doing everything, and then these random people, this motley crew helping them out, and this, there's always one guy that turns, and yeah, I mean, that's the movie. I mean, we've seen this movie tons of times, and it's not boring at all. It keeps you interested at least. The action scenes, the set pieces, the music, pretty much everything. I was actually surprised that the bad guy was revealed pretty much right from the start because it seemed like they were gonna do this, cloak and shadow kind of thing where it's like it seems like he's the bad guy, but then really is he the bad guy? But then they pretty much are like, yeah, after the first 30 minutes, it's like, yeah, he's the bad guy. So kind of wish they would have drew that out a little longer, but overall, I mean, they just get straight into it. It's just, you know, good. I mean, have you seen everything else? I mean, Mortal Engines is a good movie to watch if you want to see some cool visuals. If you like, especially like the Bioshock games, I think that's the biggest influence because it's got this steampunky, feel to it. But yeah, it feels like Bioshock pretty much, kind of like Bioshock Infinite, but instead of in the clouds, on the ground, because all these districts are separated by tiers, and it's really cool. And there's a sky city, so I mean, it's very similar to, how Bioshock was, but man, I'm a sucker for steampunk and then like these giant machines, so it was pretty cool. I loved watching it. Um, can't really complain too much about it. Like I said, it's a typical movie that you've seen probably a dozen times, if not more. But that's just the base story. But all the visuals and some of the set pieces, even the characters, are very interesting designs. So everything feels fresh enough where you don't get bored from it, or you don't get you don't start hating it. So it's a solid movie for sure. Can't really think of anything too impressive. I mean, it's just really cool. I mean, it makes everything runs really well. The plots and the pacing is really done. Wow, it's just a movie that's done very well. I mean, I guess I was hoping for more of an epic feel to it, but for what I got, I think it's pretty good. But definitely would be my second choice of movies tonight. So next one coming up.